Welcome to Studio 5. They're back and still trying so hard to be good. We're headed to Los Angeles for an up-close and personal look at Bad Guys 2.
Showtime. Oh, baby.
Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, and Mr. Shark are back.
All right, here we go. First time for everything, right?
It's Bad Guys 2, and their fight to be good guys is on the line.
Professionals, you know, with a specific set of skills.
One last job. What'd you say?
We're peeling back the animated curtain for an all-access pass.
Incredimonious occasion!
And let's begin this show with reformed criminals Mr. Wolf, Mr. Shark, and Mr. Snake, brought to life by Sam Rockwell, Craig Robinson, and Mark Maron. These three members of the wild pack of animals trying so hard to be good in Bad Guys 2.
Welcome, everyone! Wow!
When it came to being bad, we were pretty good. Who am I kidding? We were the best.
So the bad guys are back. What's
Yes.
different this time around?
We go to space.
That's right.
There's space involved.
right.
It seems like there's more action.
It's the bad guys!
Watch this.
There's women characters, bad
Yes.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go through a spiritual transformation as Mr. Snake, so a lot of different stuff. These are different guys this time, but innately the same.
Craig, what's the biggest difference for you?
Some new characters that pop out, emerge for Shark.
And Mr. Wolf?
Yeah, I got to deal with Danielle. I mean, there's a whole thing with us now. We have this sort of dynamic, which is fun.
For each of you, where do we meet your characters? So, Sam, where do we meet Mr. Wolf this time around? What happens?
Well, he's it's kind of straight time for these guys. They're going. They're probation officers. They've gotten out of the joint. They're sort of trying to go straight and figure it out. It's not. They're not getting jobs. They're unemployed. It's not great.
The first scene with you is that car, though, right?
Yeah.
You see putting along in that car.
Yeah, yeah.
That against what he used to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
I am never driving another car ever again!
Was it a good decision to go good?
That's what we're questioning.
Yeah.
That's where you find us.
Is it? I don't know. If Tony Montana wants to wash dishes.
Take me inside the production process for each of you. Is it a lonely experience voicing these characters? What's that like?
It can be if you're solo. If you're lucky enough to get paired with these gentlemen, then it's fun.
Where's my flowers? Pronto, prego.
Mark and I got paired a little bit. We did some on Zoom.
We
But
did
not,
some on Zoom.
not
I
a
think
lot.
we
Craig
did.
and I didn't. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do a lot.
Yeah, you and I did a lot of stuff.
We did a lot
and
together.
So you're saying this is a date?
For me, it was kind of awesome because the studios at DreamWorks were about 8 minutes from my house. So
wow.
it was an easy commute
Yeah.
for a pretty good paycheck.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was really lonely because if you're not working with one of these guys, you've got Pierre, who's a very animated French fella who directed it. So, he'd give you all you needed usually, and he was sort of always who I was reading with. Me and Natasha did some in-person stuff and were able to get some chemistry going. I mean, that was really essential in the last movie with me and Sam, was to get in the room together one way or another to kind of generate a vibe and a chemistry and a pace. And I did the same with Natasha on this one.
Real quick for each of you, how are you most like the characters you're voicing? How are you most like them in reality?
Well, you guys do different voices. I kind of I'm just me, really. I mean,
Good choice.
Yeah. You got like a thing going on.
Yeah.
You play different characters because you're the actor.
And I And in real life, I use disguises.
Who are you hiding
You're like
from?
You're like Kevin Kline in Wild Wild West.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a disguise right now.
Yeah, right now it's a disguise.
The Craig
Always
Robinson.
acting. Always acting.
I love it.
I guess I'm cranky, you know. I'm told I am. And I think that I bring that to the snake. But he, you know, I think he's striving to be a better person, which I am as well.
Things sure have changed. Not everyone believes it, but the bad guys went good.
I'm keeping my eye on you guys.
What was that? I panicked, okay? I'm a panicker.
Sam Rockwell is an award-winning actor. You will likely remember seeing him in The Green Mile and Charlie's Angels. Mark Maron is a comedian, musician, and a popular podcaster. Craig Robinson is a musician, comedian, and actor, perhaps still best known for his role in the show The Office. Coming up, the mastermind behind this movie, filmmaker Pierre Perifel, paints a vivid picture of how this all comes together.
For him, it's all about like hoping that, you know, never losing your optimism and always think having an optimistic, positive outwards on what's gonna come to you.
Hello everyone. We are here at the Bad Guys 2 press junket with my good friend Efrem with Studio 5. Efrem, would you say you're usually a bad guy or a good guy?
I'd say I'm usually a good guy.
Okay, I was getting that energy. This look is giving, I'm nice.
Yes, I try.
But now, we're gonna turn you bad. Let's
All
go.
right,
Follow
let's
me
go.
over here.
All right.
We are gonna set you up with your master disguise. So,
Okay.
in your bad guy persona, what is the vibe we are feeling? Are we a bucket hat? Fedora? Are we a sailor?
I think we're the bucket hat.
Okay, I'm loving this.
Okay.
Maybe some of this, I think. I don't know. Bucket hat's kind of giving dynamite. You need to throw some dynamite,
Gotcha.
run the other way.
Cool.
Maybe you're also a master of music.
My boombox?
Hypnotize. There you go. There you go. And I
Like it?
think you have to complete this look with this jacket. We're going to figure out how this comes together. So,
Okay.
can take a step right over here so we can do a grand reveal
All right, so
of your look. Oh, you guys are not even ready for this look that's about to come together. Debuting his evil persona, we have Money Man! Watch out! Watch out! I would run if I saw you on the street. I would.
And just like that, my disguise is gone. Filmmaker Pierre Perifel brought the Bad Guys children's book series to the big screen for the first time in 2022. His box office success brings the boys back for another adventure.
And remember, Noah, Tarantula, Mr. Tarantula, that's your first gig. So you're kind of figuring out the group a little bit.
So, are we bad again? No, we're gonna sabotage them.
We're back for Bad Guys 2. How do you decide what to pull from the books this time around for this?
Yeah, I mean, like as you know, we don't quite follow the stories of the book exactly, you know. We tend to borrow elements of the books. So it was a combination of like, where did we leave our characters at the end of the first movie? You know, and our characters are coming out of jail. They pay their dues, and then Diane Foxington is picking them up, and she's like saying, let's get to work.
And then we just have to
Tear them apart, limb by limb, until all they can remember is pain.
Wow, okay. I was gonna say stop him, but sure, if there's time, we can do the limb thing.
And then when we started brainstorming on this one, we were like, you know what, maybe get to work means just simply get a job and reinsert society. And then now they have to work like 9-to-5 jobs, and it's not fun for them. So, and it became the premise of this movie, which was like, oh, this is so funny to see these high-end cool characters just having to do mundane stuff and struggling with it.
Now you want to work at a bank. Why not? Some of my best memories are at banks. You robbed us 3 times.
You know, an ex-con, an ex-felon coming back and trying to reinsert. So it started there. And then from there, we were like, all right, what's in the books, in those books? What do we like? What do we want to do? What do we want to explore? And then we had a few things. We had those characters, the bad girls, which in the books are actually heroic characters, but we wanted to make them the new foes for the bad guys, pulling them back into a life of crime.
All right, here we go. First time for everything, right?
And the big challenge was like, how do we get them from working behind a desk to ending up in space and and that's how kind of the story started to happen, you know.
The action and adventure intensifies this go around. Well,
yeah, because no, 100%. And by the way, it was by choice. I think it's some of it we couldn't quite do in the first one because it's so big to build. Now we have a base that we can build upon. We don't have to build everything from scratch. We already have assets on the first one. So it was really the perfect like ramp to get to this kind of scale in this movie. But yeah, the idea from the beginning was like, let's make a big action film, you know, and let's make it so cinematic that people want to go watch it in a theater because it's really best experienced in a theater.
One of the themes that plays out is this idea of hope.
Yeah.
Can you speak to that and why you thought that was so important?
Yeah, it was important because like Wolf is that character who is really torn by what's happening to him. He's like, he made a big life change, stepped out of his comfort zone to become a good guy, realizes it's much worse than he thought it would be. It's really not fun. Nobody wants him, and Wolf deep down just wants to belong. He just wants to be accepted by everybody. And it doesn't work out. And throughout the thing, I mean, of course, Diane is always his mentor, and she's saying, keep, you know, hoping it's gonna happen at some point. You just give them a reason to like you. Obviously, tons of things happen in the movie, in the story, but like for him, it's all about like hoping that, you know, never losing your optimism and always think having an optimistic, positive outwards on what's gonna come to you. I think that's what the hope we're talking about. But at some point, he's actually really doubting. He's losing a little bit of that hope, and he's like wondering whether or not he should go back to who he used to be. Yeah. Because, you know, once you make a big change, it's okay to doubt that change a little bit. He doesn't do it, but like it really is that question of, did I make the right choice? Like this, because this sucks, and I kind of want to go back to my comfort zone.
Maybe you don't keep up with the news, but we're good now.
I'm not exactly asking.
Bad Guys is Pierre's first feature directorial film debut. He's also got his hand in animation with films like Kung Fu Panda 2. Bad Guys 2 is in theaters, as you know, nationwide, August 1st. Still to come, the new voices and faces of the Bad Guys story. You'll meet the bad girls who are now stirring up trouble. Kitty Cat, Pigtail, and Doom, also known as Danielle Brooks, Maria Bakalova, and Natasha Lyonne.
I love it. I need a collar. No, it just kind of is what it is.
Oh, the Sunnies.
It's good to be bad. What am I saying?
The Sunnies.
I don't make the rules.
Hi there, this is Efrem Graham. We are in Los Angeles for the Bad Guys 2 premiere, coming to theaters August 1st. You've seen me become a bad guy in the show a little while ago. Well, now that I've done that, I've got some rage that I've got to get rid of before we go any further in this special edition of Studio 5. Rage released, I feel better. On with the rest of the show. Welcome back to this special look at Bad Guys 2. The film is back with the addition of some new faces, some bad girls, featuring the voices of Natasha Lyonne, Maria Bakalova, and Danielle Brooks.
The name's Kitty. We're students of your work.
Big crime nerds.
So you're like the bad girls.
So you guys are the bad girls. What's good about the bad girls in the Bad Guys?
Everything.
You know.
How bad they are.
I like that.
I love it. I need a collar.
No, it just kind of is what it is.
Oh, the Sunnies.
It's good to be bad. Wow. You are one twisted reptile. You know that?
Oh, she's hot.
Thanks, Danny.
So Danielle, Kitty Cat kind of leads this group.
Yes.
What attracted you to this? Is it good to be the villain?
Yes, Wolf 2.0 has been so much fun.
I'm not exactly asking.
In my career, I've been in this 12, 13 years, something like that, I don't know. And I've always been the likable character. So to be bad, I need more. I need more.
Kitty, you mind telling us what we're doing here?
Cutting to the chase. I like it. We're planning something big. Only problem, it's too big for the three of us.
You need work. We need extra hands. You were just talking about Pierre had you do some research?
Oh yeah, he had me do some research. He was like, maybe you should, like, if you have some time to watch Inglourious Bastards. And so I kind of took the Christoph Waltz character in that and applied it to Kitty. And that just was like everything I needed. It just unlocked.
Doesn't that make so much sense, though?
I
wish I watched it.
Girl, it's so good.
Take me inside the process of voicing these characters. Is it lonely? How's that work?
Good question.
It's never lonely. There's so many voices. Definitely top 5 bad guys. We were directed by Pierre, and he's been nothing but incredible. JP was there. When you see that they're smiling, they're laughing, you know that you're doing a proper job, I hope. So it's been delightful. I wasn't lucky enough to have a chance to do it with somebody else, unfortunately. The next time.
Where? What did you tape?
Here.
In LA? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Most of the time.
She was like in another country.
I'm so sorry. That's on us. We assumed that you were out of town or something. Why did they do that to you?
I don't know.
That's not nice.
Like a test try.
Well,
See,
you
next
crushed
time.
it.
Good job. Daniel, you've got a daughter, right?
I do.
Has she seen it? Was
She did.
Tell me what she...
Oh my gosh! The minute my voice came on that screen, she was like, "That is my mother!" And she was sitting with her little 5-year-old clique. She came down with no shoes on in the theater, came right to me and just sat in my lap, and it just was so warm. It was really, it's just in her giggles. She just really enjoyed the movie. It just made me so happy.
What'd you say?
What did we say? No, is the short answer. But, well, you were flattered, but the thing is,
We're good now.
Yeah, we don't steal stuff anymore.
Yeah, so if you could just, untie us and we'll let ourselves out and we can just call it a noche, okay?
Danielle Brooks is an award-winning actress. You may remember her from the musical film The Color Purple. She also had a role in a Minecraft movie. Natasha Lyonne started her acting career as a child in Pee-wee's Playhouse. And Maria Bakalova is an award-winning actress and has also lent her voice to the Guardian of the Galaxy 3. Bad Guys 2 is in theaters nationwide August 1st. Welcome back to Studio 5. Music helps us to bring you this show, and this week's soundtrack comes from the Bad Guys 2 soundtrack. Take a listen and you'll hear why Mr. Shark, Craig Robinson, and his The Bad Guys 2 super theme song is what's playing in my ear.
The bad guys gave up crime, they finally cleared the name. But along came the bad girls and Kitty changed the game. Now they got a new job, better warn the neighborhood. Cause the bad guys are back and bad looking good. Cause bad looks so good. Yeah, bad looks so good. You can't keep a bad guy down, you knew you never could. Cause the bad guys are back and bad look so good. Mr. Shark's got disguises, Mr. Wolf's got class. Tarantulas got computer skills and piranhas got gas. Mr. Snake's got a girlfriend who may be a double cross. Pigtails got muscle, but our team is still the boss. Cause bad looks so good. Hey, bad looks so good. I see us up on the big screen, we're coming to your hood. Cause the bad guys are back and bad look so good.
On that musical note, we are just about out of time for this week's edition of Studio 5, so let's take a quick look at next week's rundown.
Honey, I'm home.
The Robertson family returns to the small screen in Duck Dynasty, The Revival.
The original show was really a generational show. You know, it was grandparents, aunts and uncles, kids, grandkids. And so I think that's a big part of what this revival is showing that just continuation of the family. Like, we're the grandparents now.
Willie and Corey share their mission for the new show.
They have really stepped up for the most part.
Please join us for that and more next week. As for this week's show, we've got time for just one more thing. Let's give the final word to director Pierre Perifel.
Why don't you call some more people to barge in and help? Ooh.
Hey! As everyone knows from the first Bad Guys, pulling off the perfect job requires an impeccable plan. And for the Bad Guys too, it's all about an even bigger and more impossible mission. You don't have to be a ridiculously handsome and smooth-talking wolf, but it's not bad to know that you're only as good as your crew. Okay, guys, it's showtime.
Copy.
Okay, let's go.
Punch it.
The Bad Guys know if you want to go good, you gotta go big. That's why you have to take down even bigger bad guys, or in this case, bad girls.
The name's Kitty, and these are my associates.
Next, you have to go further, to places you've never even dreamed of.
First time for everything, right?
Still with me? Good. Now, you better have the right tools for the job.
Name's Webbs. I'll be your hacker today.
Don't forget to bring some backup. Ken, check your 6. I think the cast is ready.
The chicken is in the broiler. Repeat, the chicken is in the broiler.
And really embrace the characters.
Oh, yeah.
Because to make the baddest comic of the summer, you gotta get a little crazy.
Pierre, thank you. That is a great final word for this Bad Guys 2 edition of Studio 5. Until next time, make time to uplift someone around you, and then please come on back and see where Studio 5 takes you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.